up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last.
Good morning. Welcome back to a full day of eating. Spend the day with me. It is Friday for me. We are at the gym. Can you guys see her over there? She's somewhere over yonder. We are here at the gym in the parking lot. I like to park way far by this little oak tree. This is my little spot. I love parking over here. But we're here for upper number 2 today. I'm ready to get in, get this workout done, and have the weekend. Who is with me? I just want to talk a minute about how excited I am for summer and how excited I am for the boys to be out of school. And I know like there's a 50-50 mix, and I used to be the other side at one point where you are so looking forward to summer, the kids being off of school, or you're dreading it because now you have to juggle all the things even more so. And I totally get it. But I am ready for that just little bit of extra sleep. I'm tired of getting up at 5:20 in the morning. And look, I'm not complaining because I know some of you queens out here are getting up at like 2 in the morning, and look, more power. My hat goes off to you, okay? But this little 5:20 in the morning, getting up and doing all the things, and I'm just ready for it to be a little bit low key, okay? So Trey does start his summer school. He always does his ES, his extended school year, with his autism and with his speech is what his focus is working with his tablet, making sure he's not regressing. And it's only 24 days. It's June 1st through the 24th. So it's not like the whole summer, but that starts pretty much automatically. And we'll have to, you know, not get up super early 5:20 because the bus, thank goodness, comes to our house for ESY, which it doesn't for school, because I actually take him to different schools because they're not our feeder schools, because we want to make sure he's going to the best place in, we call them parishes, not county, parishes that has the best accessibility to the autism program for him. So that's why mama drives and does what I got to do to make sure he's getting all he needs, versus him getting on the bus and going to the feeder school and it be trash. You know what I mean? Y'all feel me out there, especially my parents out there that have kids with special needs. But I'm just ready for this little extra 30 minutes, y'all. I mean, it's gonna be more than 30 minutes, but I'm ready. I'm ready, and I'm ready to enjoy my mortgage, okay? I enjoy my mortgage all the time when I can, but being that it's summer and we can really soak in all the stuff, I'm just here for it. I've been getting the back porch and yard ready. Y'all saw in the last video I did for y'all, but I'm ready to get the little kiddie pool set up for the boys. I'm gonna order me one of those like sun bathing tan loungers. Have y'all seen those where you can put the water? It looks like a kiddie pool for adults. It's on Amazon for like $30. They have some with like sprinkler. I'm gonna get the one with the sprinkler. It might be trash, I don't know, but I'm gonna get that. And I say I'm gonna go out there and tan girl. I'm gonna have a hat on because of this hair. I'm gonna have sunscreen and maybe a sleeve on for these tattoos, but everywhere else we're gonna be tan. We're gonna try, because right now we looking like Casper the Ghost. And I mean, I say that's no bueno, but I'm kind of here for that too. It's fine, but I want to lay out and enjoy the sun, enjoy my plants. My plants and all are doing so good, y'all. Oh my gosh, I am just in my plant era. Speaking of, we're probably gonna go and buy more plants today. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to buying plants, okay? And once you start, you can't stop. I feel like, especially if you get the green thumb bug, you just keep going and you keep going with it. So y'all let me know in the comments down below if you're looking forward to the summer and what summer plans that you have. We don't have any really summer plans except for Summerween. We have Summerween plans, like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready for our Scooby-Doo night. It's gonna be first, then we're gonna do Harry Potter, and if y'all been watching some of the other videos y'all been seeing, I've been getting some stuff ready for that. So those two are definitely locked in for the month of June. That's when we're gonna be having Summerween starts, when the boys are out of school. A lot of people say if you're a spooky queen that Summerween starts June 1st, my birthday. Here for that. But we are going to be having our Summerween stuff start in June, just because of baseball and all the crazy things going on right now. The schedule is crazy, and I know a lot of you mamas are as well. So I feel like we all just need a little breather, you know? The only thing I'm not looking forward to is working out in the garage. Like kick-ass workouts in there. Not going to sugarcoat it, but I have been thoroughly enjoying my split here at Planet Fitness. I am going to make a new split catered for the summer with the equipment that I have and some other focus targets that I want to work on and focus on for the summertime before I come back to Planet Fitness. I may be able to come to Planet Fitness once a week. The hubs will be getting off of work on Fridays with their summer schedule at some point. And when that happens, I might designate that for a leg day to utilize and really hit hard with the legs here and heavy. So that is my plan for the summer and all the things. But if y'all have any vacations or anything special y'all are planning, like we're doing Summerween, y'all drop it in the comments down below. I know us moms get mentally fatigued and exhausted, you know, with trying to figure out how to keep everybody entertained and happy and all the things, including ourselves. So it's nice to get ideas from other people out there and bounce ideas off of each other, make our lives easy. So drop it down below. But on today's agenda, we're gonna get this workout in. I did not pack my little pre-workout shots. I didn't make any new ones. I ran out for Tuesday was my last day taking one. So we'll see how this workout goes without it. I do have my Intra-Drink. I did spend the time making my Intra-Drink last night, but I was like so exhausted. I was like, I am not making, and it would have taken 2 seconds to make the little shots. They don't take long, but I was like, I'm not doing it. So I had my rice cake combo with all the things. So, and I added extra salt. So hopefully that plus my Intra-Drink will give me what I need to get this upper day done. I've got my first 40 ouncer of water. I did put a water packet in here with a little bit of skinny syrup stuff. It's like a pineapple crush. Back in the day, that was like my first love with the water talk stuff. So I got a pineapple crush in there, a little raspberry skinny syrup and coconut skinny syrup. It's very tropical. And speaking of summer, it's very summer-like. I'm here for it. We're gonna go to the Goodwill right across the street, pop in there and see if they have anything. I'm not filming official for a YouTube video, so I've been posting like shorts and reels over on my Instagram. I did post a video last week, but in between after the fact, so I might take you guys in there. I'll show you guys a haul if I buy anything, and then we're gonna go not to the Home Depot. It is right next door, but I think we're gonna go to Lowe's. I've really been enjoying Lowe's over Home Depot. Who's with me? I don't know, but I've heard all the TikTok girlies, there is a clearance section like there is at Walmart for the plants, and they put them out on Thursdays. Today's Friday, so we're gonna see if there's anything left on the clearance section. And I told you guys I'm looking to buy some more herbs. That's my plan. I think I'm gonna get some rosemary for sure, and whatever else my little heart desires. Okay, that's what I'm going in there for. And I'm killing time because I finally booked a sports massage. The last time I got a sports massage with my girl was in August. Are you joking right now? Like, what is happening? I know what's happening. It's cha-ching, and it's so expensive, especially with getting my hair done and all the things. I've just not been doing it, neglecting it, because it all adds up, right? And it's very expensive. But I feel like not maybe every month, but every 2 months, every 3 months, you should be getting a sports massage if you are lifting super heavy. And especially if you're having like any type of pains or anything, which I'm not, thankfully. That's why I originally went to her, is because I was having so many aches and pains, and I've been pain free for a while. The only thing that's kind of been hurting me is my right foot has been flaring up a little bit, and my calf. All right, so I'm gonna have her look at that. But my upper, which is what I originally went to her for way back in the day, has been great. My shoulder, this one specifically, and I haven't had any issues. So let's knock on wood it stays that way. But I'm gonna go see her. My appointment's at 11:30. So that's why when I get out of here, usually around like 9:30-ish, 9:45, I'll have some time to kill. So I'm gonna go run those errands, get my massage, and then we have to hightail it back. So by the time I get done with her, it'll be around 12:30-ish. I'm hoping to get home around 1, scarf some lunch down, make some from scratch pizza dough so it can rise, and then I gotta hightail and go pick up Trey from school, come back, make homemade pizzas like we're Papa John's up in here, all right? And then we're supposed to be going to a baseball game. I mean, crazy, okay? And I know a lot of my moms that follow me have been reaching out and talking about your crazy schedules, and with all the things in life be a life in. People call May like May-cember. Like it's like Christmas all over again, but end of the year stuff like graduations, kid stuff, sports, all the things. So I feel you out there. I feel your pain. But in the meantime, we need to quit gabbing. Let's get in here, make this deposit, pay these dues, and get this upper done.
And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes. I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'm
Friends, we freaking killed it, left everything on that gym floor today. Pushed so hard. I said in the last vlog that I did for y'all that I'm just feeling so strong right now, just feeling hella strong. Like I track all my workouts on my notes, and looking at last week, able to go up and it feel good and the form's good. I was like, it surprises me. Sometimes when I come in here and I do my workouts, I'm expecting it to be like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to lift this, or I'm only gonna be able to do so many reps. Don't get in your head with that. Let your body do the talking. Let your body do the work. Let your body do the movements, and you will surprise yourself every time. Now, there's gonna be some times where you do it and you're like, yep, you know, depending on what kind of exercise it is and if you're already at a high weight. But man, I definitely blew myself away with some stuff in there today, and I'm just here for it. And I'm really trying to push as hard as I can right now while I have all the equipment at my fingertips, you know what I mean? However, I got like 1 or 2 clips for y'all, nothing, because as soon as I got done filming that, packed. All the high school kids, they have all their graduations are pretty much already done here in our parish. So all of the kids are in here, which they've been really courteous, kind, and respectful. So I'm not dogging anything. It's just the amount of people is what I'm trying to say. It is like neck and neck right now. So it might be a good thing that I'm going to be working out mainly in the garage gym for the summer, because it is going to be even more packed because of school letting out, and you got all the kiddos coming here early and getting in. I love to see it rather than sitting on their ASS playing video games, you know what I mean? So I'm here for it. At least I got something, because I never get any clips anymore because literally it's so jammed packed all the time at this gym. But this gym's so huge that it doesn't feel like it's jam packed, if that makes sense. Whereas if we were at Crunchy, holy smokes. By the way, I'm still seeing people trickle in here from Crunchy every single time I come. It's crazy. But make that deposit today, guys. Your future self is thanking you today. It might not feel like you are making any progress right here in the moment, right here today, but know that if you keep showing up, if you keep putting that work in, making that deposit, and you don't give up on yourself, you will see progress in the long run, and you'll be looking back saying, damn, I'm so glad that I didn't quit. I'm so glad that I didn't give up on myself and I kept pushing forward, even though it sucked and it was terrible. All the feels you might be going through right now, trust me, it will be worth it in the long run, and your future health is depending on you now. There's my little speech for the day. We're gonna go get into some shenanigans. Let's head over to the Goodwill. We've got about an hour and 20 minutes to kill. I'm gonna show you my post-workout. You guys already know what it is, but it's a little bit different, I will show you. So let's go do all of our funsies before we go and lay down and get sore again from getting body work done. Let's see if we can find any treasures today. Friends, I don't know why this Goodwill feels like it's the bougie Goodwill, but it's not. Okay, why are the prices so much higher here than at the bougie Goodwill? It's too far away, or I would have went there, okay, because y'all know it's my favorite. But we were right here, and I said, let me go in, and we found 2 goodies, but definitely overpaid for one versus what I just paid for if you watched that latest thrifting video. So the first thing I got was a unintentional like planter. Okay, it's a basket, but I looked in it and it's got a little plastic insert. It was $2.99. I'm not going to use this plastic insert. It doesn't have holes in it. I could put holes in it, but I've already used a like toilet paper holder basket thing as a planter. Yes, guys, if the holes aren't super huge, you can use baskets as planters, and especially getting them at the thrift for such a great price, especially if you find a big one. This is great, and I need it. I have a couple of planters I got from Dollar Tree. They have good prices over there for theirs too, for pretty good size ones, but I thought this one was nice for $3, so I went ahead and got it, especially since we're about to go get some plants. I'm here for it. And then I really wasn't looking through the clothes. I picked up a teapot. Y'all know my obsession with teapots for like decoration, but it just didn't pass the vibe check all the way, and it was $5. Again, I'm like, at the restore we can get it for like 50 cents, girl. So I'm like, I just can't with some of these prices sometimes, especially when you've been in the thrift for so long, and you know, sometimes if you're not, you go in there and you're like, wow, great, you know, but when you know, and you're like, I'm not gonna do it. This was on an end cap, however. Y'all know we're having our summerween, like I mentioned earlier. Harry Potter is on the agenda. If you watched that thrifting video, I got official Universal Studios merch shirt. It's a Quidditch like jersey, Potter jersey shirt. That's crazy. I'm sure that's like $1 million because it's like nice embroidery stitch. I got that for $3.99, girl, up at the bougie Goodwill. And Waylon was like, is that for me? Like, he really wants to wear it, so I'm gonna let the boy wear it, obviously. But I saw this on an end cap and I said, perfect to go with my PJs. By the way, those Harry Potter PJs we got, they fit perfect. I'm gonna give a pair to Waylon. I'm gonna get a pair, and we are set. Me and him are set for our outfits. This was just a little V-neck, and you guys know I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. I thought that was so cute, but tell me why it was $6. What? This is like nothing compared to the other one I got, and it was $4, $2 more, but it's cutesy and it'll be fine. I love the maroon, I love the black font on it. So that's all I got. That's my 2 little thrift finds. Let's get over to the Lowe's, because the girlies on the Ticker Talkers are saying, I think it ends like tomorrow, that all of the herbs and like food plants are $2 right now. Say less. So they do have the clearance. Look at the clearance. Look at these little babies. She looking sad. She looking sad, but I bet she could come back to life. But I want to say, mine doesn't have a tag, but from what I've seen online, a lot of places it's 50% off anything on the clearance card. Also, all these babies all the way down are clearance. I love these. What are they called? I don't even know. Y'all know, I'm just now, I don't know what things are called. What is this? Petra Croton Tropical? I love these. How much is that? So that would be like $10 if it was 50% off. Those are pretty. Well, the $2 sale, that was over, girl. That was long gone. And let me tell you, like, why did it be so expensive? I gotta get back to my farmer's market. That's where I got my cilantro for a good deal, might I add. $6 for this rosemary. I mean, I was gonna get the big mama jamma. She was $16. I was like, I know it grows pretty rapidly, so that's why I was like, girl, just, we have planters, just get the $6 one. And this one's pretty big, you know, and it smells delicioso. I made some rosemary garlic from scratch bread yesterday. Braided bread. I am moving up to the intermediate level as far as bread making goes, girls. Watch out, okay? Be sick of me this summer. I'm dying of heat right now. It is 82 and I have sweatpants on. What am I even thinking? I was gonna get parsley, but parsley you're not supposed to grow until fall, winter, and spring. I want some parsley bad because we use it all the time. I want fresh parsley. So but when it gets to be fall, which is not until like December here, I will get some parsley and start growing that. My cilantro is not doing good because it does not like the heat. I'm gonna bring it indoors and try to salvage it, but right now it's bolting and just not liking this 80-90 degree weather we got going on already, and it's not even June. However, rosemary is very heat tolerant. Okay, I looked it up. I was like, all right, basil too, but I don't feel like I use a lot of fresh basil. My sister has a ton of basil, so if I need basil, I'll go steal some of hers. So I just got the rosemary. That's it. They had another, I didn't get any clearance plants. I left them all behind. I know who is she, because they had tons. I'm gonna have to keep checking though. I come here like every week and see what they got going on. They had another type of like purpley, gothic-y looking leaf. It's not the one, not the Persian shield that I got last year. It's another one, but I feel like it's when you plant in the ground and it like multiplies and goes all over the place. I'm like, I don't know if we need to be getting that, but I loved it. I almost picked it up and it was a pretty good price. So that's all I got. Not anything elaborate. So I'm gonna get my food because we got to be at the place in 35 minutes. I'm like, math ain't mathin'. So let me get my food and show you what we're having post-workout because your girl is starving. I swear if it's not one thing, another. This camera, I've had it for a while now, for like 5 years, I think, but it's acting, no, the times are too hard right now, camera. Are you hearing me? It's too hard times right now. Money is tight as far as everything costs $1 million. I don't have the funds to buy another camera. So you better act right. Okay, post-workout. I'm like, I was freaking the F out, I'm not gonna lie. And that's happened to me a couple of times as of late with this camera. Y'all say a good word for me. Okay, we've got our Faye 0% in here. And then we have also, I'm trying not to spill it, I've been loving the frozen berry medley. Words are hard. I said that in my last video. It has been so good, especially the strawberries in there are so stinking sweet. I've got some sliced banana in there, some honey, some cinnamon, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and then I made some homemade granola and it is fire. I also made homemade granola bars and they are fire. Like, who is she? Betty Crocker up in this joint. I just can't even imagine. All right, but I'm here for it. And it is really good and stupid easy. All right, so that is post-workout. I wanted to show you you guys before it looks like dog food when I stir it all together. But we're gonna fuel up with this. No bread or anything on the side, no protein coffee, just my water. Battery's about to die. Maybe that's why I was acting funky. So I'm gonna eat this on the way there, and let's go get these muscles worked on. So I'm looking a little cray. Ooh, so all that oil with that head massage feels so good. Oh my gosh, y'all, felt amazing. She is so good. Like literally, I told her about my left side, my calf, my foot. She used a couple of like fancy tools on my foot, and she said my calf was tight as hell. And I was like, yeah, I know. But everything else she said checked out good, which is good from where we came from. So happy about that. Gonna drink my water. I gotta hightail it home, y'all. All right, let's hightail it home, get lunch, and I guess prep some pizza dough. I really have so much leftovers. We could do a leftover night, to be honest with you guys. And I gotta assess, but I really do want pizza tonight. So I think we're gonna make some pizza dough. We did not waste any time getting her home and planted in the same planter we just got at Goodwill. I got all these little plastic, like water keeper things, whatever they're technically called. This is the big size. They have a smaller size. You get, I think, 3 for $1.50 at Dollar Tree. And look, people were dogging on the quality. I've seen people on TikTok like, don't get these, they're not great. They're fine. I mean, unless you stepping and stomping all over them, I don't see why not, you know. I mean, definitely probably not for more than 1 year's use, but I mean, have y'all seen the prices of the other ones? Look, I got a 88-cent Walmart plate over there for that one. You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, onion is a thriving. I harvested it last night, so if it looks a little sketch cut down, it's because I did cut it down. But man, it's already started bolting up. I mean, this thing is thriving. And I mentioned in a previous video that this is from actual onions that started sprouting in the house before I put them in the fridge, and now we've got green onion. Pizza dough is done. I'm gonna cover this up, put it in my oven with the light on. The oven's not on, just to let it proof. It's gonna proof a little bit longer than what she's saying, but that's fine because mine have been taking a little bit longer to proof. Maybe not bread flour, but all-purpose things have, and it'll be fine. We're making pizza dough. It ain't anything crazy. If it comes out good, I will link the original recipe down below for you. It's time before we have to skedaddle out of here. This might be the same thing I showed y'all in the last What I Eat in a Day. Everything might be the same except dinner, and I'm sorry, but not sorry, because when you put things on repeat, you just keep working towards your goals, and you don't even have to think about it, and you're using things that you already have. You know what I mean? Don't overcomplicate your nutrition. I say it all the time. I meal prepped this earlier in the week, and this is the last of it as far as the chicken. We had exactly 3 tenders left over. All I do, guys, is I season them, I put them in the air fryer, and put them in a container. That's it. Stupid simple. I roasted these in the oven, those little tiny potatoes from Aldi. Super delicious, sweet potatoes. And we've got the garlic parm broccoli. I made a double batch of that because we had it for dinner one night. And then to dip the chicken in, I've been raving about this Primal Kitchen buffalo sauce. Got this big one from Costco. Everybody's been messaging me like, girl, it's so good. I know, it is so good, but you don't need a lot. I've been wasting a lot, to be honest with you, because I feel like I need more, but a little goes a long way. So just use a little bit so you're not wasting that coin. And then we've got the homemade ranch. So this is going to fuel us. I'm going to take an apple for Caroline as well. And the pizzas. We are having pizzas, but we got to get these leftovers out of here. So we might have a whole weekend of leftovers. I don't know. Back home from Caroline, I'll show you the dough in a minute. We got word that we have to bring Waylon to the game, which means we have to leave early. Hubby had a funeral to go to in Monroe, which is about 4 hours away. So he's hightailing it back. He's the coach, okay? He's hightailing it back for the game, and he'll be getting there about 10-15 minutes after the game starts. We have an assistant coach, which is amazing. However, that means I have to leave. It's an away game. It's not right here by the house. So good thing we did the things ahead of time is all I got to say. So I got all kinds of things I'm trying to whip up real quick before we got to hightail it out of here. Today is a hightail day, okay? Like I said earlier, I'm with all you moms and dads out there that are in the season right now with the kiddos. But we just whipped up a homemade pizza sauce. I don't want to show y'all how easy it is, and you probably have all the ingredients in your house. So if you're thinking, oh, I got to buy pizza sauce for a particular recipe or to make a pizza, you already got it right here, girl. I doubled the original recipe. So I have two 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. If you only have one, then you'll only use the measurements for the seasonings, half them is what I'm trying to say. But I like to make a big one. We are making 2 pizzas, and anything left over I will use for trays, like homemade lunchbox pizzas. And this should last a little bit. You can probably freeze this too. I mean, why not? So I got 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. We did 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 1 teaspoon of basil, and then we did, you guys know, the garlic salt with parsley to taste. It's a little bit more saltier. I went a little heavy-handed with it. Usually, you know, I don't have that problem, but it'll be fine once everything cooks down. It gives it flavor, right? But that is so, I just taste it. It tastes delicious. Delicious. Homemade pizza sauce right here. Super simple to do, and you have everything, I promise, probably on hand. Here is what my dough is looking like. Look. Woo, she looking floofy. She looking mighty risen. We're here for it. Here's my garlic rosemary, like braided bread I made. I went ahead and cut it up, and I just have it sitting out, but I will put it in the fridge or the freezer so it doesn't, y'all know fresh bread's gonna mold in a couple of days. So we ain't doing all that work for nothing, girl. Heck to no. I reheat mine in the air fryer, and it comes out crispy every time. Perfect. All the artisan bread I've been making, same thing too. So I'm gonna let this sit back. I'm actually gonna do a couple of things, prep a couple of things I had planned before we start getting these pizzas whipped up. And y'all see this rottenness down here under my feet, won't move for nothing. I'm going to, don't mind the dishes. I unloaded the dishwasher, I gotta load it. I plan on doing that too, but after I make a mess making the pizzas, you know what I mean? I usually, when I'm making stuff, are you guys a like, pile it high and then load it after you've done everything, or are you a clean as you go? I'm usually a clean as you go girly, but today be crazy with the schedule. So we are gonna clean as we go after we eat. If that makes sense, we won't be, it'll be afterwards. I'm making coffee. I have no cold brew on hand. What is my life? I didn't drink any coffee today, but I will be tomorrow, so I need to have it, and I like it to cool. So I have a whole video, I think, on how I do this, but just in a gist, I make coffee in a pot, okay, with my ground coffee, and then I let it cool, and then I put it in my container. That's it. I mean, it's rocket science around here. But I think I'm gonna go with the Cafe Bustelo. I have this on hand, and it's all-time my favorite. If you need something with a caffeine kick and you want something strong, girl, if you're not on this Cafe Bustelo kick, there's no Cafe Bustelo in here. It's the Aldi version. I just saved the can from way back in the day, okay, because we'd be saving that coin around here. Or, on the flip side, saving that coin going too expensive, I have the Starbucks Hazelnut Cocoa, which I used last time. And I'll be honest with you, the coffee's good, but I paired it with some chocolate protein powder. That's how I do my protein coffee, and I just was not impressed. I think I did it one time with the cupcake one from PEScience. No, the cake pop, and it, surprisingly, the vanilla mixed with the chocolate was good. So I think I'm gonna leave this one alone. I still have some fall pumpkin spice, but I told you guys I was gonna save that, so I've put that away for when we get to the end of Summerween. I'll be wanting the vibes, getting into it, and the stuff will be coming out in the store at the end of July, just letting you guys know. So it'll be perfect timing. But we're gonna do a Cafe Bustelo, so I'm gonna get this brewed up. For the pizzas, we're going pepperoni and sausage. So I'm gonna put the pepperoni in there until I need it, but I went ahead and got the Italian mild sausage from Aldi out. I'm just gonna brown that up with some Italian seasoning, probably some garlic powder, and put it to the, drain it, put it to the side, and get ready for when it's time to assemble. I'm not filming all this for an easy dinner video just because it's my first time doing homemade pizzas with dough. I gotta get it mastered, and then we'll make it in one of those dedicated videos. Okay, literally having a breakdown. Okay, this first time having a breakdown, not been easy. This is an extra large pizza pan. That recipe that I use, I guess, is for one big Mama Jamma or two like regular size ones. Definitely could have been for my other pizza pan that I have, is like way smaller than this one. But at first I was trying to make two, and it was just like not happening. So there we go. I mean, is it perfect? No. But I got some of the garlic salt, and I did the rim for the crust with that. I'm gonna put it in the oven at 450 for about 8 minutes. I'm gonna watch it to cook it first, and then we're gonna add our toppings, and we'll have a discussion about the toppings that if you watch that flatbread easy dinner video that we had before. In that flatbread video, I had asked y'all, do you put your toppings then cheese or cheese then toppings? And most of you guys said you put your cheese then toppings. That was the unanimous answer. And I've been doing it with toppings then cheese. Well, I Googled it, and Google said you guys are the correct ones as far as putting your toppings on first, but they also said, pro tip, put some cheese, a thin layer of cheese, toppings, and then more cheese on top. They said if you really want it to be extra cheesy, and I think that's the way I'm gonna try it tonight. But they said toppings go on first so they can crisp up and be a little crispy, crunchy in the oven when you bake it. Makes sense, right? Friends, maybe I underestimated. I mean, look how thick this dough is gonna be. Way thicker than it needs to be. I don't know, and it seems kind of dense. we're gonna figure it out. There might be a better dough recipe. I don't know. We'll see. This is our first time. We're gonna put on some sauce. It's gonna be like a deep dish. Okay, that's what I'm telling myself. I just hope it's not like too much. I should have made it into two, but it just wasn't stretching right. It wasn't filling up. I feel like with all of it, it was able to fill it up, but I guess it's too thick, girly. It's just a little too thick. It's fine. And y'all said y'all like y'all's extra saucy, and look how much sauce I'm putting on here. Okay, y'all proud of me? Since we got extra bread, extra thick, we gotta put extra sauce tonight. Now we're gonna go in with cheese and then toppings. I'm using mozzarella cheese. Now I've got sliced pepperoni from Walmart. I'm thinking I'm gonna have enough pepperoni for sure left over, and probably only use half of that sausage. And if we don't make another pizza, you know, within however many days, I'll freeze that already made ground sausage, and that way it's ready to go for another pizza. But lesson learned, be patient with pulling the dough and making a pizza. It's probably could have made two. We got a big old thick one. She thick. It's fine. I'm gonna put a couple of extra slices of pepperoni. I love how these are huge and they cover the pizza so well. That looks good. And I'm gonna crumble on some of that sausage. I'm gonna press down a little bit because again, this is a humongous pizza. Like, who are we feeding? Who are we feeding with this? Lord of mercy. That looks good as far as sausage and pepperoni, and then we'll add more cheese on top and seasonings. Seasonings I'm gonna use, of course, garlic salt with parsley. And this is a new one. They always, and don't get scared with me using a knife to do that. They always do that. A little garlic salt with parsley on the top and Italian seasoning. And then we're gonna bake this, continue to bake it at 450, I think. I'm gonna put it on 15 minutes and just watch it. Are we doing Chicago style pizza with this, deep dish? I don't know. This is crazy. All right, I'll report back. Big Bertha looking good. Y'all hear this crust? I'm hoping it comes out good as when we cut it, but dang. Okay, lesson learned, first time around, not bad. So there she is. It's a little, as you guys can see, I did spray this pan, but it's still stuck. So maybe use nonstick, but I wanted the circulation from the holes for the crust, you know? But man, I taste a little bit of sausage and that's delicious. I think I use a little bit too much sauce. I don't know, let's see, I'll update you guys. Talking all that smack about the dough, that's probably the best pizza I've ever had. That's way better than restaurant. And look, me and Waylon agreed, and he kept talking the whole time. He's like, it's just perfect, it's just perfect. It really was the perfect pizza. Like, I've talked about how there's pizza places around here. One was our favorite. They've changed hands, so the pizza's not the same. And you pay so much money for it. It's ridiculous how much pizza places charge for the pizza. And they're trash. They aren't any good. That was absolutely incredible. I would definitely make it with that thick. We like the thick crust. If you're a thin crust girly, definitely cut it in half and do 2 pizzas. But that was perfect. We like the Big Bertha, okay? I'm definitely gonna make that over and over again. Like, I am stuffed. I had like 1 huge piece and a little half of another one. I'm stuffed, all that bread and that dough, but it was so worth it. You gotta enjoy the little things sometime. I posted something on my Instagram today, like, if your journey doesn't look like getting your steps in, getting your water in, getting your training and getting your cardio in, and having a pizza night with your family, then you need to adjust how things look. And I'm a total firm believer in that moderation is key, enjoying things and just getting back on the saddle if you overindulged on something. But to eat a slice and a half of pizza, that's normal, and we should start talking about that and normalizing that. That's okay to have that on occasion with your family. That's something to embrace and not fear monger about, you know? But I will leave the pizza dough recipe down below. Dang, I'm stuffed and that was delicious. We got the monstrosity of the dishes done. Look, I even went ahead and cleaned the pizza pan, my favorite bowl, because I'm gonna be doing all kinds of bacon tomorrow, y'all. I got bacon on the brain and on the agenda. But we wiped down the counters. I got the stove was a monstrosity with the crumbs from that pan. Man, we got to figure something out with that pan. And then I was able to vacuum the kitchen. So when we get back, it'll be super late. So that means all I have to do is take a shower, put my jams on, and get my booty in the bed. Here for it. So that's a big thing I've been seeing some people in the shred struggle with baseball life, is the late nights and then having to come home and pack lunches. It is a Friday, but even if it wasn't a Friday, what I've been doing is like packing lunches, getting my stuff ready for the gym before we go to the late game. So when we get back, shower, bed, and you don't have to worry about anything else, and you're not up an extra 2 hours trying to get all the things done. I know that sounds easier said than done, but try it. Try to squeeze it in if you can. Man, that pizza, I am so weighted. So as far as dessert goes, y'all, I think I'm not going to eat dessert. I've been doing that when I've been eating some heavy things we've been having. I've been so full, not wanting or needing dessert. So I've just been listening to my body with the intuitive eating and not, and then I feel great the next day, hungry, all the things. If we get back, it's probably gonna be around like 9:30ish, not gonna lie, maybe almost 10. If I want a piece of dark chocolate, I'll have it, or some raspberries, but I think I'm gonna be good. I'm just gonna chug on my water is the plan. It's 9:22, we are back home from the ball game. I told y'all it'd be after 9, not as late as I thought. I'm sure I inserted a little clip of Mr. Whalen pitching, and then I got my cold brew. I put in my pitcher. I'm gonna put it in the fridge. I'm waiting for the Hubs and Whalen. We had to drive separate because I told y'all earlier to get home, and then I'm gonna get my booty in the shower. It is time for me to get in the bed, to get this booty in the bed. We have showered, we have taken off any makeup, we are greased up with our nightly skincare, which nobody asked for, but somebody will ask, so I'm gonna go. Things have changed since my eczema flare-up bad. Whew, I'm finally over the hump. I still have a couple of spots where it's like remnants of it. It's like the leftovers, the scars of the eczema. It's crazy, y'all. So I was desperate and tried some different things in my normal regimen that I've shared with you guys before. This is what I'm using currently. So the first thing I do, oh, sorry guys, my elbow just like dropped, is I take my makeup off with my Vanacream still, tried and true. I am using a face oil to take off my makeup first. I'm double cleansing and I've been loving that, so we'll talk about that in a future video. But I use the Dollar Tree multi-purpose anti-aging serum. Any of these little serums like this at the Dollar Tree are awesome. Awesome, guys. Definitely worth the $1.25. Work just like some of your name brand ones. So if you see any of these by Skin Nutrition Botanicals, grab it. I have some on backup. So I do a little face serum first. Then we've been going in with the Dollar Tree. This is new. This is the Be Pure Retinol Serum Under Eye Roller thing. I really have been loving this. Not sure if it's actually doing anything, but love the way it feels, and it's not like burning or doing anything funky to this crazy skin, so that's a win. And instead of using my trusty Be Pure, like the dupe to the Olay Dollar Tree one that I love so much, it's right over there. I'm gonna start using it again. When I had my eczema real bad, I switched over to this CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. They sell an Equate version of this as well. Why didn't I get this? I don't know. But does this work good? Yeah, but I feel like the Dollar Tree one works just the same, and it didn't help with my eczema, so I don't recommend it if you're having skin issues. If you just want to give it a whirl and you think it does something, great, spend the coin, girl, but it's good, but I wouldn't purchase it again because I know cheaper options work just the same. Then y'all, we go in with some trusty Dollar General petroleum jelly. Yeah, I mean, some Vaseline, they have all kinds of myths about it, but I watch a lot of dermatologists and they're like, use the freaking Vaseline. What are you guys doing? I've been putting it on my lips because my eczema has been flaring up around my mouth. Fun times with that. If you've ever had eczema around your mouth and you eat a lot of spicy food, that's no bueno, okay? But I've also been putting it under my under eyes because that's where I usually have my eczema. It's been cleared up, knock on wood, okay? But just to like have the moisture lock in, they say to use Vaseline in any areas where you experience a lot of dryness or eczema patches if you want to hold that moisture in. So why not with the Vaseline? Love it. And I know this is a lot, but it could be worse. Last is the Dermasil Hydra Mist Jet Set Reset. I hate the sprayer on this. It like comes at you like a freaking water hose, but I love the way it feels and I love the product. This is from Dollar Tree as well. I also have the serum. I haven't started using the serum yet just because I'm transitioning from, again, my eczema stuff. But summer, my face is the clearest because my eczema breaks out due to cold weather. I like apparently the humidity and the heat, even though I might not like it. My skin loves it, okay? Thank you, Southern Louisiana, for that, I guess. Did not eat any dessert, so just letting you guys know, I didn't come home and eat anything. I'm still
full and content from the pizza, so there's no need to. Again, I've done that with a lot of like the pasta, anything like heavy, bread heavy, pasta heavy. Not to say I couldn't have it, but I'm not hungry and I know we had plenty, so there's no need to force it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a really big firm believer in never skip dessert. You guys know that. But never skip dessert if you truly want dessert. I'm fine. I'm gonna be loading up on some freestyling on some nut butter tomorrow. We're also gonna be making the homemade chocolate chip cookies I shared on my Instagram. I have it saved to a little highlight reel called Homemade, so it's there if you wanna check it out. It's so good. The boys have been asking for cookies all week when we ran out. So it is our first tried and true. I've made cookies before, but they really like this one, and it was bomb with a glass of milk. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Chocolate chip cookie is my absolute favorite. What's your favorite cookie? Is it like oatmeal raisin? Is it a sugar cookie? Do you have a specific one? Or is it OG chocolate chip? And it's got to be chewy and not hard. Who's with me on that? I got that pizza dough recipe, y'all. It was fire. Hubby came home and ate the rest of it, even reheated, and he was like, yeah, this is definitely a winner. I can't wait to taste it when it's fresh out the oven. I was like, yes, we're definitely gonna be making it again. This is your daily reminder that mamas, daddies, you are not alone out there with these late nights and feeling exhausted and feeling like you were like running on fumes, you know? But this is what I always think about when anytime I feel overwhelmed, which I'm tired, but I'm really enjoying this season of life. I've mentioned that before with you guys. But if you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, just know that you're gonna want this time back. I've been seeing so many other parents that have kids that are like graduating high school, which is crazy to me. And they're talking about like things are quiet. I miss the need for running to practices and them needing me and that kind of stuff. And oh, that just makes me so sad. So I am really soaking it up and enjoying it, because at any time I feel like it can be gone as far as the things that I am loving and enjoying so much about being a mom, you know? So just think about that when you get overwhelmed and really stressed out, and that will like get you out of your funk, I feel, automatically. And also your daily reminder to eat the pizza on occasion. I'm not telling you eat pizza every day. I am a weight loss coach, you guys know, or if you're new, you're like, why is this girl telling me to eat pizza? It's just because you need a balance in your life. You need moderation for it to be sustainable, for you to be able to feel like you are living life and not living a life of restriction. Once you get in that mindset where everything is bad and you are restricting everything, it leads to so many other problems, and you're gonna deviate from the ultimate goal, and that is not the end all goal. So make sure you've got that balance, make sure you got that moderation in there, and make sure that you're consistent with showing up, putting in the work, and being consistent with checking off all the daily boxes, and you will yield results in the long run, and your future self will thank you, like we mentioned earlier. Thank y'all so much for being here with me today. It means so much for y'all coming back to these videos. I have a lot of y'all that are coming back that haven't seen my videos in years. I don't know what's happening with YouTube pushing things out to you guys again, but you're like, girl, I haven't seen you in like 5 years. So I'm so happy for some of you guys to be returning to the channel. That just warms my heart. It means so much, and I'm so happy that you're here. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Hype it up if you got any hypes left. I know, crazy feature, right? But I appreciate you guys using your hypes on me. Subscribe if you're new. We will have a grocery haul for you guys this Wednesday. Let's go into this week with good vibes, manifesting nothing but kick-ass vibes, all right? Especially for all of us that this is the last week with the kids being in school. Let's go into this week strong, and let's get ready for this summer ween, baby. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.